Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead. Tonight I'm going to make soup. And initially I was going to make cream of mushroom soup. But you know what? Since it's supper, I wanted to add a little bit more to it than just mushroom soup. So I've got a fresh loaf of bread over there cooling down under the cloth. What you're going to need for this, and I'm winging it folks because this is a cream of vegetable soup, okay? We're going to have some celery, some snow peas, because that's what I happen to have in the fridge. You can use asparagus spears maybe, fresh mushrooms, onions, garlic, 4 cups of chicken broth, and this is my home canned chicken broth. And you're going to need 2.5 to 3 cups of half and half cream, salt, pepper, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Alright, so first off, we're going to get all our veggies cut up. And I'm just going to cut them and then I'm going to wash them all together. There we go. That looks about right. Maybe a cup of celery. Take these snow peas here. It'll be nice to, you know, just have a little bit of green snow peas in there. There we go. Let's do that. Let's get our mushrooms in there. And I might cook those up. You know what? I think I'm going to cut those snow peas a little bit smaller. I think I'm just going to cut them in half. Let's just give these 1 or 2 little cuts, just so that they'll fit on the spoon more comfortably. How about that? These make great little starters for your plants. 4 of the bigger seed cells will fit right in there. And if you don't have seed cells, just put some crushed eggshell in the bottom and put your potting soil on top. I know, I've been saving mine. Let's get some garlic in here. Angus, you don't like garlic, trust me. He's sitting at my feet just waiting for me to drop something. Now you can mince this or crush it in a garlic crusher, but I like nice chunks of garlic. You're also going to need a little bit of butter and a little bit of flour. Just a couple of tablespoons of each. Alright. Let's do an onion. Always, folks, I don't know if you can see me do this, always put your fingers like this when you're holding onions and things to chop. That way, you're not risking taking off a piece of your finger. Oh, these are pungent. Alright, I'm going to cut up this other onion and we'll meet you guys at the stove. Okay, you're going to need a sauce pot, a fairly decent size one. And in our skillet here, I have a little bit of olive oil getting hot. And while that's heating up, here are our rinsed and diced vegetables. We're going to take about 2 tablespoons of butter and get that in the sauce pot with a couple of tablespoons of flour. We're going to let that butter and flour melt together, and this is just hot enough. Let's get our vegetables in there to saute. Alright, we'll be back. Let's brown this up. This is our flour and our butter. This is browned up nicely. We're going to take our chicken broth and we're just going to dump that right in there. Oh, the other jar of chicken broth. Alright, now let's bring this up to a boil. We're going to keep stirring it fairly consistently to start it a little bit thickening. I maybe should have put a little more flour in there, but that's okay. Alright, we'll be back when the vegetables are ready to go in. Alright, let's get just a little bit of fresh ground pepper in our vegetables. Put a half a teaspoon of coarse salt. And here's our broth. This is a little cozy for your handle of your cast iron skillet. that my friend Helen from Homestead and a Rental made. Yeah, I think this is all going to fit. I forgot the vegetable shrink. Mmm. Lovely. Papa's watching the hockey. Oh, this is wonderful. Now, top it off. We're going to do 2 cups of half and half cream. All right, and when this comes up to a simmer, you don't want to boil it. You don't want your dairy to separate. When this comes up to a simmer, we'll get Daddy to the table for a taste. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. Good.
Very good.
This is the Mrs. Wolfe from our half-acre homestead, saying it doesn't have to be rocket science to be delicious, beautiful, and nutritious. Bye-bye.